Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Riverview Farms, episode 15. We have made it to episode 15. We are starting today, year 2 on the cow empire. Well, we have in the last month, we have bought ourselves 10 more cows, so we are up to 60 cows already, all bought from milk sales. So today we've got some straw to collect. Let's work our way around and get some straw. I got some cool looking mods in here that were all in my mod folder. We also switched up and decided to go with the New Holland. This is going to be interesting because we are going to use a loading wagon. We're going to get some straw. We're going to put I've got a manure production plant. I've got as well as the wood chip factory. And we still got $34,000 positive. We haven't made a lot of money overall, but we have definitely made some strides. In 1 year, we went from 5 cows to 50 in 1 year. I am absolutely ecstatic because it's going to eventually start making some serious money now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic. You guys all know what's coming, as usual. I found out from one of our family members that to get 100%, I've got to mulch it first. So I'm going to mulch these, then we're going to spread manure, then we are going to spread lime, spread manure again, and then we can cultivate it in, and we'll get 100% at that point. As my voice just decided to just crackle, we'll then get a 100% bonus. Man, I'll tell you, up in my area up here in the East Coast, it was humid today. That's probably why my voice is just a little bit weird. Let me turn my mic up so I can actually hear myself. I love seeing your guys' farms, reading what's going on your farms. It's absolutely amazing. There, put my cruise on, and won't be able to do that because there's some turns. Once we get going with the major part of it, whoops, I don't want to miss a lot. So I had a manure production facility in my mod folder from a previous Let's Play that you put straw in it and it makes manure. And I've also got a hay dryer. So now all we have to do is put our mowers at the swathing, the 10.3, and we can just collect grass. We put it in the hay dryer. It's going to be great. Like I said, I explained it on Dark Forest the other day, that now we are starting year 2. Now we are into making money. We got to make money, buy all the fields, and then start making our money. Because today, well, actually Monday, the holiday, started my 5th week on this map. So it's time. It's time to start concentrating on making money and doing things a little bit bigger, a little bit easier, a little bit more efficient. Even though we're still going to stay to the somewhat realism of it, but we're just going to start making a lot more strides into trying to make money. We also want to hit our 2,000 cow limit on our cows. So it took us 1 year to make 60. So what we're going to start doing as of right now is once I start making money, and the first thing we'll do is we'll purchase a field, and then we'll purchase more cows. We'll purchase a field. I did that for 1 year, and it is a very, very viable option. So, for those of you, I did the experiment, and I told you guys that I was going to do it, and I was going to keep track of how it worked. And even at 80% production value, it still made me enough in 1 year to buy 50 cows. Well, 60. 55, because we started with 5 and we went to 60. There we go. Now this first one I'm going to dump into the the cow pen. And actually, no, I'm going to dump this into the manure thing. So, because we're going to have to spread 2 levels of manure. So, we got to make sure that we get some manure. Now, this mod is set up to where whatever I dump in, I get 4 times the amount of manure. So, I'm dumping in 50,000. So, I'm going to end up with 200,000 manure. And I also downloaded a manure truck so we can spread manure a lot faster. I still have to buy it. I don't even know how much it is in the shop. So there she is. Let me go ahead before I start this and activate this. Storage is empty. Manure. Storing. Okay. And there we go. That's activated. Let me activate this. And we're going to store hay for that. So we'll just come and get the hay out. This is our manure production. This is our hay drying. So we dump grass right in here. It's going to make us hay. And, of course, you guys know the wood chips. You saw my tricks. That may or may not stay too long on this map. But anyways, got to keep things rolling. Then the next one will go into the cow. So we'll have manure here and in the cow pen. So, if I'm not mistaken... Let me double check. Okay, yep, 1 to 3. So you make 3 times as much. So dumping this 50,000 in, we will make 150,000 liters of manure. It only holds 300,000 straw, but you figure that's 1.2 million or 900,000 liters of manure. So we're still staying green with the farm, and it's kind of awesome, actually. And now I don't have to worry about baling. So you figure 50,000 we just took off this. Whoa. Ooh, this is a little light in the front end. So I might have to get a weight. You guys know that 50,000 and the bales usually for straw are 11,000. So that's about 5 bales that we just took off there. But it's easier because I don't have to come back. I don't have to keep going back and forth and back and forth. Like, I don't have to bale, stop, and then come back and pick it up and then stack it. We do have some hay bales that we have to use up that we had made before we decided to go to the loading wagon. So we are going to use those up first. We've got about 13 bales. Doesn't make a very good sharp turn either with this tractor, but that's okay. Gonna make this work. Last headland, and then we'll come down and we'll start going back and forth. All right, so this 50,000 now will go into the. What's up, my crews? We'll go into the cows' pen so we can keep them full. And then I've got to collect this one, and then we got to collect the straw. Now, what I did off camera is I went ahead and I harvested, where is it? Here, let me show you guys on there real quick. 16 had straw on it. So we harvested this one on camera. 16 I harvested off. So we're going to collect the straw here. Then I'm going to go over to here. We also bought field 14, so we're ready to go. Seriously, we're starting to make some strides. I'm hoping that by the end of year 2, we can get everything that we need as far as our map and our money. Because the way I look at it is this way. Since we completed a full year, all right, we not only went up 55 cows, but we ended up positive in the money. And we have not taken a loan. We have not done any of that stuff. So it's exciting that we actually made money. Now, there eventually will get to the point where our cows will make enough manure, and then we can just sell that. We won't have to use that production facility off anymore. See what I mean? Is that once we get set up, where our cows, and we get up probably, I'd say probably 500 or 600, they'll start producing enough manure because, well, no, not really. Because of the fact that we're going to have multiple fields to do. Because manure goes very quickly. It took me 32,000 liters of slurry to do the cow pens each. So that was 64,000 liters just to do the cow pens. This thing, you got to take a wide stance. And then we'll do this little one here. I'll do this straight up headland, and then we'll get down the other end, and we'll start collecting it, working our way back this way. So when we're done, this will be 100,000 liters of straw, which would be 10 bales. We'll just round. I mean, it takes 11,000 to make a bale, but we're going to round it to 10 just to try to keep it easier to figure in Fury's head, because my brain isn't what it used to be. So when we're done with this, it'll be basically 10 bales that we will have taken off this field already. This field's actually good size. It ended up being about 22 acres in size, which is kind of cool. And then our hay dryer, you put grass right in it. You grab your hay right out of it, and you can keep feeding your cows. All right, so let's go and put this right in the cow pen, pretty close to 50,000. And also after year one, we also, remember last episode, we bought our chickens. We have, I do believe, I forgot, chickens. We have 50 chickens, because I didn't need the rooster. And then when we get done collecting the straw, then we got to get this field planted, cultivated, ready to set up. So I'm going to put barley in it. And then I'm going to put barley in the other one, which will give us more chicken feed. Whoops. This may not work. Nope, it's not going to work. All right, so I got to go the other way and go around. This thing is huge. I think I might be able to back it in. I doubt it, though. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Maybe Fury knows what he's doing. Yes. Okay, so that's 10 bales. And then another 50,000 will be another 5 bales. So it'll be 15. But it's just so much easier to deal with. All right, so let's see our cows here. Straws are now into the orange, which is good. Won't take too many loads. All right, so we can go down the other end. Some of you guys, oh man, the farms that you guys have got going on. Oh man, it's great. Like I said, I love reading all of you guys' farm totals and what you got, what maps you guys are playing. Man, I mean, I love Gutterball's little comment about I must be crazy trying to do logging on Dark Forest and on Hobo Farms. I'm having an issue with Hobo Farms right now. I'm not happy with it. And the main reason is, and it's only one reason, very, 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 very simplistic reason, but it's still a reason. Didn't I just put that down? Very simplistic reason, and the reason is you can't terraform or form. Because I'm clearing the trees on the mountain, and I tried to flatten it, and it won't let me. It lets me terraform or form a certain amount, but then it still leaves a bunch. Okay, this is might be an issue with not being able to turn very sharp. I don't know if it's the tractor or if it's the loading wagon or what's going on. doesn't let me do the sharp. And with 13.7 meter header, I should be able to go right around the corner. You know, the tire hits. Weird. Each their own. All right, so get done collecting the straw, and then I'll mulch both fields, and then I'll spread manure, and then I'll spread lime, and then I'll spread manure again, and then I'll cultivate it all in, and Bob's your uncle, and then we can seed. And see, I should be able to do like that. That's not so bad. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now this one goes up in the manure. So that'll give us 100,000 times 3. Give us 300,000 liters of manure. Whoops. Oopsie. But yeah, that the Hobo Farms has been, and I noticed it just updated again, and with all the work that we've done, we can't even update the map because it's, if you update the map, you wouldn't be able to keep going because it's under my saved game. So if I had it on a dedicated server, it wouldn't matter how many times it's updated. But it just won't let me, like, for example, if I took this field right here and I started leveling, and I got to here, and I started leveling this to go with it, instead of making it level, what it'll do is it'll leave little pieces that stick straight up, and they're like little spikes, and it's not very fun. So I'm gonna have the guys take a look at it when they come on Friday and see if one of them can figure it out, because I trust those guys. Those guys are pretty sick as far as gameplay goes. But you see how much faster a loading wagon is? And it's still realistic. People still use these. They really, really do. I mean, it's not faster per se than baling. Like if you square baled, I'd have had the field all baled already. But what the problem is that you then have to go back and pick up the bales. So I may switch for a while. I mean, I'll bring back bales too eventually, but it's rough. It's like on Hobo Farms. We baled up 1.47 million liters of straw on one field. And now we've combined the fields into a 200 and something acre field. So it's like, how many millions of liters of straw are we going to get on that map? All right, so let's get this up to the manure. And then we'll come back and we'll put another load into the cows. And then I've got to find some wood chips around. And I think I've got to find one of the fields that I can start purchase the next field over with trees, because I got to get some more money. Because remember, we put all the liters of wheat into the chickens. I know those things reproduce like crazy, so it won't take long to get a full thing of chickens. Like buy this piece of property here, so I can start clearing trees out of there. All right, so let's see how much we got now. We don't have any manure yet. Oh, there we go. It wasn't activated. My fault. Oh my gosh. Look how fast that's going. Perfect. You know, and it's funny. I'm finding out, like on Dark Forest, I'm playing 1x speed one time months, and that is cranked up so much. And it wasn't something I fixed. That thing there, it's cranked up so fast that it makes it faster than I can imagine. So as fast as that's making manure now, we won't have an issue with running out of manure. We'll still have it in our cows if we need it, but so this is the straw now. The reason I did that is the straw is now doing double duty. It's actually making me fertilizer as well as making feed or bedding for our cows. So it's giving a meaning to straw now. That's why I did it, because there's nothing worse than the only thing you use straw for is bedding for animals. That's not fun when it just gets like that's all you're using it for. At least now we've got double duty. And then once we get our fields prepped, we'll put barley in both of these fields. And then we've got to do our grass, get our hay for our animals. And then I got to see that big lined field up there. It's already been limed. That's what I took care of. So the only thing I have to do now is combine it and seed it. Combine those two and seed it. And I don't even have to combine it because there's grass in between the two of them. So technically all I have to do is plant grass on it and we're ready to go. Then we'll have the 2 cow pens and that massive, it'll be a massive field. Whoops. I wish this pickup was just a little wider. There is one mod out there that has a windrower on it for a loading wagon. It's the Rapid 8400. But it's not very realistic because they don't make them with those. These are just, this is standard. It's also the biggest loading wagon you can get to. I mean, it holds 50,000 liters. That's absolutely insane. So, yep, we've taken 10. This 50,000 will be 15 bales. If you want to keep track in your head of how many bales we would have made. And so now what I think I'm going to do is, now that we've got some, we're getting up some decent number of cows. I mean, 60 head of cattle of dairy cows is starting to get up now where they should start making some serious milk, even at 80%. So the cool thing is I'll save up the milk because I've got the TLX wagon there hooked up. Oh, that's right. I have 300,000. Let's do this. Stop this real quick. I'll tab over to my truck here. See? This holds 82,000. Unrealistic, but... And we'll put some wood chips. I still got like 300,000 wood chips in here, and we'll get a couple loads of this going so we can make some money. I just made 57,000, so there was some wood chips in it. I forgot I had these wood chips stored. $95, so we'll put this 95 in there. And then that'll give us enough money today to make some more money. I forgot about that, everyone. And then that clears that of wood chips. Then we take our wood chips permanently and just start putting them straight in there. Which will it's filling. Let's go over and see how much manure we have now. Look at that, 13,000 manure. Look how fast that's going down. It is absolutely going insane. Then I'll come back and I'll get the rest of this. Now we get to utilize our factories all together. Huh. I never tested this. Whoa. Okay, so I never tested it. All right, so let me see if it dumps back in here. And if it does, we'll go get a different trailer. Yeah. Oh. Seriously, that's straw. That's why. Did I put straw in the wrong one? Really? Did I somehow put 50,000 liters of straw in there? That's weird. Yeah. Didn't I pick wood chips? Or did I pick straw? That's why I wasn't dumping. Oh, yeah. Wait, why do I still have 93,000 liters of straw in here? Why is that doing that? That's weird. I'm not going to take any more straw out of there. That's why I wasn't unloading. Are these factories too close together? It shows I have 93,000 liters still in there and 92,000 liters in here. So I'm just going to dump the straw in here. I'm not going to put any straw in there for now, because that's weird. Yeah, now it works. Now, you saw we only had 300,000 liters, right? I think what happens is it lists it because that thing over there is technically a silo. So if you look, it's going to say 91,000. I'll bet you it says 91,000 liters of straw. I'll bet you. Because it's considered a silo and it's going to... Yeah, see? Okay, good. All right, so that's why I got to be careful with that. But that took this out of here. There. We'll put 160,000 in it. Oh, we'll put 164 because we still got to collect more straw. But that's what the problem is because it lists that as this is a silo and that's technically a silo. So it listed it like that I had it, and I can take it out of here and put it back in there. So technically I can cheat and have unlimited manure, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it legit. But that thing doesn't list as a silo. Because if you look, where is our... There we go. Let's see how much... See? It's showing 186,000, which it's not. Wood chips, 150. Good. That's taking that out of there. Good. Oh, that's right. Because I had just I had just dumped, before I saved it, I dumped 500,000 liters in here. All right, so we got enough in here now. And now that we got that sorted out, it'll take the straw and combine it. I just have to dump it into, this one goes into the cow pen anyways. What time we started? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's good. You have to remember that that does that. Because technically I can keep taking the, I can take the straw out of the silo that it's stored in and keep putting it in there, and it would have me an endless supply. But that's just because they're both labeled as silos. So hopefully I can get the, and then I know I can store the manure in that silo. I don't know how realistic it is, but this goes in. I got to drive in this other way. There. That's me moving the camera up and down so I can see. There, let's check our animals again. Look at that. Straw's in the green now after 2 loads. Perfect. Enough room. See, you can use bigger equipment on this map. What I would do, though, differently is I would get rid of half of these sheds and leave, like, just the green one and the red one and get rid of all the other ones. Put my equipment in the sheds. That's what I would do differently next time. So you can see and you can move around. But I tried not to play too much with the map. So I wanted Cavalier Roy to get a good representation of his map. I know that Reefy sold his other cow pen so we could have a cow pasture, but I'm going to keep mine. I want to try to get to 2,000 cows. So for now, I'm going to start putting out videos pretty much every day, but I'm going to put them out every other day. Bing, 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 and then Fridays will be Multiplayer Friday, and then I'm not going to record. So Friday, Saturday, well, no, I'll have a video released on Friday. But Saturday and Sunday will not be a video released. So I'm only going to put out 5-day-a-week videos, but Monday through Friday will be every day. That gives you guys basically the weekend to catch up to the videos that I've dropped. Plus, the cool thing is not everybody loves a farming video, not everybody loves a logging video, and now you guys get the best of both worlds. It's kind of cool. And I'm having a blast playing both, so they're videos that I like to do. And that's what I'm enjoying. So now this goes into the... Now, I will say, I guarantee you what I will say, is that when that straw manure factory runs through the straw, I don't think I'll have it in my silo. I think it'll say 0, because it was matching it. So as long as I'm not dumping this in the silo, I will always have whatever's in there will be in that. So what I'll do is when the manure silo is full, the manure's full, then instead of dumping more straw in it, I'll get the manure out and just continue to stay over, because my silo holds 8 million liters. That came like that. I did not monkey with it. So there's different factors, but like I said, now we're at the point now where we're going to be full-blown trying to make money. As much money as we can. We got to buy land. We got to make our thing. We got to start buying cows. We did it for a full year the way that we wanted, which was good. Because now year two is going to be, let's try to hit our goals. If we can hit our goals by the end of year 2, then that's pretty sick. Now, Dark Forest, the next chapter, that may be a little bit longer series because I'm only going 1x speed. So that may be a little bit longer of a series wise. But, hey, truth be told, I got 5 weeks so far on this one. And I'm guessing if I'm putting out 2 videos a week for this, it's still going to be, that's 2 months, 2 months every week. And I got to get to October, so that's another 6 episodes on top of this. So that's another 3 or 4 weeks. Then by the time we're all said and done, it'll be about 10 to 12 weeks that we've been on this map. That's pretty good for me. I mean, that's really good for me. In fact, that's phenomenal for me. That's 4 months worth of, or 3 months worth of time spent on a map. But and then the same thing's going to happen with Hobo Farms on multiplayer. Right now, we're not allowed to buy any more equipment. We got the equipment that we need. Right now, we're into making 100% money. And same as Dark Forest, it's all about the money now. Well, Dark Forest just started. I just finished recording earlier today, my 2nd episode for that. Here we go. This goes up into the manure, right? Yes, manure silo. And then I can go dump another one into the pen, and then I think that'll fill it. Because if I end up with, 1 million liters of manure, then it's going to be sick. Because then we can start using it the way it's supposed to. And you guys saw how fast it's making it. So what I want to do, I'm going to do a little experiment here. You see that this says 82,000, right? Watch this. Why does it say 228,000 liters of straw? Huh. Wow, 54,000 liters of manure already. It's enough to do 1 cow pen. I know this fits 400,000. And we have 100,000 in here already. But it's making it very quickly. So what I may do, once it's done, is get the straw. I might have dumped one in there by accident. Or didn't I? I didn't think I did. But I might have. I might have dumped. But it still wouldn't add up, though. Because it wouldn't add up. Woo. Getting all squirrely. So that's 100. We put 100,000 in the cows and 100,000 up in the. That's 150,000 that we put up there. See, just off this field and the other. And the other thing is too is we can actually start selling it too. If we've got if we've got a full manure pit and our cows are full, we can sell this. I don't want to put any in the storage unit just yet. We can also sell some of it too, to make us some money. You see, it switched to 3 o'clock and we went from 57 to 80. Yeah, because I had forgotten with the wood chips that that Trex holds 1 million, and that I had 1 million liters in it from one field, believe it or not. And I dumped 500,000 in yesterday or last month, and then 500,000 this month, right before I recorded it, which wasn't right now. It was earlier. So, and then I just dumped 82,000 in there. So it's got enough wood chips to continue to make money for a few hours anyways. Yep, so I put 100,000, then 150,000. So we've gotten 250,000 liters of straw off this field already. It's just like astronomical how much it is. I just want to get that silo cleaned out. The other one cleaned out first. Once it's made all the manure, I want to get all of it out of that other silo and put it into where we need to so that we can start catching up and figuring out what's going on. Because right now, I think either I dumped one in the silo by accident or two, maybe. I don't know. Or it combined them, which may be an issue. If I have to, I'll get rid of that silo and just keep the one for manure, because our crops are going to go. It's one thing to put crops in there for like our chickens and stuff. It's another thing to put straw and have it all added together and wood chips and everything too. So if it continues to be an issue, I'll sell that silo and we'll fill our chickens up and then let them run. And whatever we get for whatever we get, even if I have to store the wheat in a bin, or not in a bin, even if I have to store the wheat on the ground underneath the shed, then I'll do that and I'll scoop it out and feed them, just so there's no issues anymore. Because I don't like that. That's twice it's done that. There we go. So that's 300,000 liters, which is 30 bales already. And I still have another whole field of the oat wheat or oat straw. So see, even if like I took this big one here, sold that shed, got these things out of the way here, put my straw or either my straw or my this may not take all of this. Nope. Okay, straw must be full. And it is. So straw's full and hay is pretty darn close to being full. And we have 20,000 liters of milk already. Have to go a little wider. Whoops. Am I stuck? Alright, so we'll go down to the field, because I'm thinking of selling this shed here, that shed, and this shed right there, and keeping just the red one and the green one and putting all my equipment in those. I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're literally almost done with this. We got about 45 minutes in game. Times 3, that's probably about 15-20 minutes. And we'll be done. Then I'll do the rest off and I'll figure it out. I might even, like I said, I might even sell the silo. That way it won't, because I think it's going to do it with the hay too. All right, you think we're going to get 50,000 off these last 3 passes here? That'll be 350,000 liters of straw just off this field alone. And if I wasn't making manure, I mean, think about this. If I was just putting this in my silo and not making manure, which we could too, we could go back to just putting down oilseed radish and give us only 50%, because this field here was harvested on 50%. That was it. And I can just put this in the silo. Then we'd have straw for the next millennium for the cows. And then I can mulch this. And then I can seed the oilseed radish in it. And then, or I could mulch it, lime it, seed oilseed radish in it, and it'll give me a 50% bonus. And that's it. And that's what we go with our fields. We could do that. That's not an issue. And then we can save all this, put it right in our silo. And I'll sell that manure out of that. And once the straw's made, I can sell the manure. Or we could go to just using powdered fertilizer. It's not a green farm at that point, but it would be easier. So let me know in the comments. Would you rather have me sell the... Ooh, we're going to end up with 50,000 liters more off this field. 400,000 liters is 40 bales. Would you rather have me continue to make it and sell my silo? Or would you rather have me keep my silo and sell... Look at that. Perfect. Keep it and use manure, or just plant oilseed, like I can mulch it, lime it, and then plant oilseed radish in it, cultivate it in, and then seed it. But I have a direct seeder too, so I technically don't even have to cultivate it in. I can seed right over the top of the oilseed radish and go from there. So we'll dump this one in, and then we'll go start collecting the straw off the other field up there. But let me know in the comments, which way do you want me to go with this? Do you want me to go where I keep the manure factory, or get rid of it and just use oilseed radish, or go to powdered fertilizer? It's up to you guys. I don't care. This seems to be working, but I want to make sure I got to figure out what's going on with the straw. See, because it's only saying 133. It's only saying 133 here. But if you look at what it says here, it says 341,000 in storage. So I don't understand where it's coming from, what it's doing. See, because if I back up here and I go around, watch, I can get... See? 170,000. Okay. So it's combining them. It's taking 107, 170. And it's... because this is acting like a storage unit. I don't know. But I think either that or I get rid of all the straw out of here first. And then store manure in here. It's going to do the same thing with manure too, though. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but let me know if what you guys want me to do, because we're into year 2 now, so I don't mind having a little bit of advice. If I use your idea, I will shout you out. If you want me to just get rid of the manure factory and get rid of the whole thing, then we can either spread powdered fertilizer on it, and we'll go back to old school fertilizing that way, or I can just plant oilseed radish and we get a 50% bonus, and that's it. It does not matter. Like the grass fields won't matter, because once they're fertilized, then you just keep rolling them. And eventually you cultivate them in. See, I got rid of all the trees down through here already. So it's starting a little bit thin out as far as trees around the fields, but I've got plenty. Because the wood chips it's not doing it with. If you notice, it's not combining the wood chips. It's just combining the straw. It's taking 170 and 170 and making 340. Because I think it's going to do it with manure, too. It's going to double it. See how oat doesn't leave, like, the major stubble? How many do the animals have? 190. That is so weird how it's... Is it... Now, let me take a second to see if it's going down. Let's see. 357, 408. Let's see if it goes down. Yep. Going to combine this field and this field once we get a chance. And we're going to cultivate that right in. Get rid of the trees down there. And then this will be another big field. And then we've got to... take that field there, and we're going to combine that field, and this field. I'll take out the hedges. That'll be one massive field. $356. Did it go down? $356. Let's just get this a little bit more here. Because if it's going down, then it'll eventually use it. Not yet. And as you can see, what I like to do is when I'm on a Let's Play, extended Let's Play, I try to switch tractors up. I just explained that on Dark Forest, that I want to try to represent everybody. So we started with a Case. No, actually we started with a Fiat. And this one, and then we went from the Fiat to the JCB, and now we're on New Holland. And then I'm doing John Deere for Dark Forest, so it gets everybody a chance to see their favorite tractors. 355. It is going down. All right, so I'm just not going to be... I can't take it out of the silo because it's doubling it up. It's doing the same thing that my wood chips was doing. So I could take... that 356,000 and put it right back in there and just make endless. But I'm not going to. I'm going to let it sell out of there, get rid of it. Which I don't understand why I don't have 355,000. I only have 200,000 that I put in there. So this is 450,000 liters. And like I said, it may be one of those things where right now I have the straw that I've put in there. I can actually sell that. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's do that. That'll fix that problem once and for all. And we're going to go to powdered fertilizer. We're going to switch it up a little bit. It'll still be somewhat of a green farm. Either powdered fertilizer or we're just going to use oilseed radish, one of the two. And I'll live with the 50% bonus on this map. Or we'll go powdered fertilizer. It doesn't matter. At this point, we've got to figure out what we're doing. But that manure factory is starting to annoy me because it's doubling up. Because if I dump this into my silo, then I will have the same amount. I'm going to try an experiment up here. I I should have the same amount. It should drop down to like 191,000. Whoops. All right. I'm going to say goodbye to this. Now let's see. It gave me my straw. That's what it was doing. Yep, because that was labeled as a silo. It gave me the exact. Because remember, I put 190,000 liters in, so this is about right. Yep. And then wood chips it won't say. Wood chips. See, it's 150,000 liters, but there is 387,000 in this. It's not doing it with that. So apparently that manure thing is considered a silo. So we'll have the straw for our cows, and I'm hoping that doesn't do it with the hay too. Whoops, I just went the wrong way. Yep, so that'll work. I can get that. Manure truck, I don't need it anymore. I'm glad I didn't buy it anyways, but it puts us up to 100,000. Yep, because I've taken 450,000 liters off the field, and I put 190, so that's 290, 390. Yep, that's exactly what was happening. And I think it may cause the problem with the hay too. It may do the same thing with that hay. So we may have to still ted it and do the old-fashioned tedding, and then windrow it and then pick it up and put it into the silo. I was hoping that we can just try to pick it up with the grass. I can try one load. That's what we'll do. But I think at this point, let's go to switch to powdered fertilizer. We're going to end this as soon as I get this road done. Perfect. All right, so off camera now. I'll come and I'll finish collecting this. And then I'm going to try one thing of the grass before I go any further and see if it works. If it works, then we'll dry it with grass. If not, we'll make it the old-fashioned way. We'll still use the pickup wagon to pick it up. We'll just dump the hay into the silo. And we'll go from there. And on that note, I'm also going to mulch, but I'll get us to October. On that note, please, please, please look out for each other. Look out for yourselves. Look out for each other's family. Most importantly, enjoy the night, the day, the weekend whenever you're watching this. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. I did things all out of order, and I did it on purpose like that. So on that note, as soon as it hits 4 o'clock, we will stop, and we will finish. And I'm going to go do a test with I'm going to save it first, and then I'm going to go do a test with the mower off camera and see if it actually works. I will finish you guys up. I will see you guys all tomorrow on Dark Forest. Have a good one.